Hey Virgos, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Lisa here. Welcome to your mid-month August reading. I hope all is well. All right, let's get started. When I was meditating on your energy, I saw first of all, when these visions come through or whatever, it's like a game of Pictionary. It is, because they'll show an image and sometimes it's so abstract and I'm like, what am I supposed to guess? Like, okay, shoo, the Matrix, what? Anyway, so here's exactly what I saw. I'm not really sure what it means, so I'm just gonna explain it or describe it. I was looking up and I saw a glass ceiling. Okay, glass ceiling, someone walking, and I was very like, the fact that somebody was stepping above me. They had thick rubber soles on their shoes. Like they were wearing like heels, but it was like really thick soles. And it was through a glass ceiling. I think that's making sense. Okay, I think I got what they were trying to do there. I feel like you might be seeing that there might be a barrier there, as far as you getting to where you want to be. If you want to go up a stage, if you want to level up, all right. But I think you're getting closer to it. Like you can see what the next step is. You can see. But I feel like there's some development that needs to happen. There's some skills that need to be developed. I did hear a step above the rest as well. So either you guys are, I feel like you guys have to develop some skills. I feel like it's time to get to a place of mastery, okay? To be a step above the rest. To bust through that glass ceiling. All right? You might be in a time where you're, you feel like you've learned something. You're kind of good at something, or you're proficient, okay? And now it's time to master it. All right, whatever. All right, let's go. Oh, I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light and divine love in accordance with your divine will. What's going on with the Virgo collective? Thank you. I hope you guys are still maintaining your power posture, as mentioned with the last reading. Look at that. Bust out of your cocoon. Yeah. Bust out of your cocoon and live life to the fullest. See, with the busting out of your cocoon, I feel like that's where the mastery comes in. That's where separating yourself. Oh, I also saw a zebra. Okay. See, this game of Pictionary with spirit is coming together now. All right. It's about being unique, like if you're if you have a trade that everyone can do, it's a matter of doing it in such a way that's so unique to you. Not trying to find it, is doing it effortlessly though. Like being authentic, being yourself, because whatever it is that you're doing, that you do, you can do it in a way, even if a lot of people are doing it, you can do it in a way that'll take you a level up. But it's a matter of you being authentic. Anyway, if you're using your natural born talents, this can just be using your natural born talents to get money. All right, so if that's the case, if you find yourself being led to that, keep doing that. All right, if you're already doing it, then go for mastery. All right, but either way, I feel like you'll be led to living a more emotionally fulfilling life because of that, because of whatever your natural skill set is. All right. What's going on with the Virgo collective? I'm using a new deck. It's a fairy something deck. I really need to know the name of this deck. Totally forgot. But it's a fairy themed deck. What's going on with the Virgo collective? So being unique, stepping above the rest, stepping above the pack, a step ahead of the... See, I'm just getting myself tongue-tied. I'm sorry. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. All right, this is a card. This is an epitome of being self-sufficient, self-reliant. If you have a business, you know, this is the type of energy you want to embody. It is coming out in reverse. So there's a need for you to be a bit more confident. There's a need for you to be a bit more confident in who you are, what this looks like, this busting out of the cocoon, this unique perspective. Some of you guys have a unique way of doing things. All right, being more yourself. You have to be more confident to be more yourself. I feel like that is tied into your money. I feel like it's tied into your money. Yeah. What else? Some of you guys are probably trying to play it safe. These are too many cards. Take it. All right. Awakening. Which is a hangman. 7 of Cups. 9 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So 7 of Cups here. That's confusion. Coming out in a verse, that's clarity. Okay. Then we have the 9 of Winter. That can be the 9 of Swords. That's like overthinking. Coming out in a verse, that's being very clear. More clarity. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. All right. The 5 of Pentacles is about poverty and loss. Coming out in a verse, that's the opposite. All right. So listen, there's a new way to look at things. We do have the awakening coming out, which is the hangman in this deck. There's a new way to look at things. And I feel like once you flip this Queen of Pentacles energy, whether you're man or female, male or female, masculine or feminine, sorry. When you step into this Queen of Pentacles, resourceful, independent, self-reliant energy, you'll start looking at the world in a different way. You'll know how capable you are. You'll step out of, if you're in poverty, a poverty mindset where you're worrying about how am I going to get paid, or, you know, you're scared to, if you're scared, if you find yourself moving safely because you're scared that you're going to lose money, all right, you're going to switch. Something needs to switch. You're going to switch gears where you're going to be bolder and more colorful, more powerful, more zebra-like, just standing out. All right. And that's going to give you a boost to your career. All right. So if this is in corporate, right, then this is about being more active, you know, going above and beyond, or if you have a cool idea, you know, speaking up more in meetings and offering solutions instead of being quiet. You know, that's the energy here. It's the need to bust out of the cocoon. Sun card is going to lead to major happiness. You'll be appreciated for who you are. Page of Swords with the King of Pentacles. Wow, we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles coming out here. This is about wholeness. All right, some of you guys might have just been in one side, whether just the masculine or just the feminine side of you. There's a need to balance it out. It's something about that Queen and King of Pentacles energy, that earth energy, your energy, right? There's something about balancing that out, balancing the masculine and feminine side, and really showing who you are in its entirety, like the full gamut of your personality, okay? If it comes to work, it's, you know, obviously you can be, some of you guys might have been very efficient. You did a great job, you know, but you didn't really focus on the softer skills, right? Communicating, networking, schmoozing. You know, some of you guys need to start doing more of that, okay? It's just about showing more of your personality here. This could be at work or just in life in general, okay? But I do see that this is going to help with work. Yeah, with the Page of Cups, I feel like for the most part, people were moving in a more like practical, more cold, meticulous, you know, being critical, doing the job, doing a great job, okay, but not as personable as they can be. So it's time to open that up, because we have the Page of Cups here, which is a more of a gentle energy. All right, it's a kinder energy. It's opening your heart a little bit more. That's a new mentality that's going to come through with the Page of Swords. It might feel weird to do, okay, to bust out of your cocoon like this, but the more you practice this energy, the better. Some of you guys, like I said, you were worrying about if you act like this, if you show more of yourself, you might isolate yourself, or you might lose out money, something like that. let's say if you're a comedian, you don't want to say anything too risque because you don't want to get canceled, right? Something like that. Yeah, that was just a mental trap. It had you going back and forth. It was a mental trap here with the Eight of Swords here and the Two of Pentacles. You were going back and forth about, okay, I mean, I have this cool idea, but I don't want to step on anyone's toes. You know, that type of thing. It was just, you were overthinking. But that's about to be done with the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, the Nine of Swords here in reverse. That's about to be done. Okay? You're going to feel bolder, more confident. There's something that's rising up in you. Okay, where you're going to have this new clarity. Let's look into this new perspective. Your life is going to feel more colorful because of it. My eyes keep getting led to the rainbow in here. Like, I feel like life is going to start feeling a bit more HD, you know? Because you're more invested in life. You're bringing more color. You're bringing more passion. You're bringing more of your heart to life. So now life is coming back with more passion, more excitement, you know, more color, less dry bread, white cracker. Oh, that not like that. But like, I just think of like, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying. That wasn't. No. But I just think about I think about dry bread with no butter. Saltine crackers with no salt, like unsalted crackers. I'm just thinking about like just very practical, going from very a bare bone diet to a more extravagant filet mignon. And you know, that's what I'm looking at. That's how I'm seeing it. I don't know why it came out as food. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, it's a whole new world. It's a new upgrade. Whoa. We have the World card coming out with the Two of Cups. Yeah, I don't know why I keep feeling like life is going to feel more vivid. Oh gosh, is there still a soulmate that's holding you? Okay, let me take a break. Hold on, because y'all. We have the World card coming out. Clarifying that Hangman. There is a shift in perspective that needs to be had to turn this world right side up. This new world, okay? I think with that comes with a soulmate energy that needs to let go. I mean, are we still talking about the same person? Jesus Cristo. All right, why is this Two of Cups here? Okay. There's some like your intuition is telling you something about, it's something that's secret, right? Something secret about the public. It's something with the public eye and the soulmate. Maybe they're stalking you on social media, whatever. I don't even want to talk about the soulmate. Like, I need this not to be baby soulmate coming back, all right? I'm going to just say that right now. Either way, you're moving forward, which is great. You're taking a lead for yourself. You're busting out of the cocoon. Awesome. Let's move on. Because I feel like that is the most important part of this story, okay? We're going to look into the blockages. If this soulmate comes back up, then we'll talk about it. But, let's see. 1404. What's the blockage for Virgos? What's the blockage for Virgos? What's the blockage for Virgos? I'm about to say something. Whatever. What's the blockage for Virgos? Taking the lead, Emperor, with the Fool card. There's a need to step into Emperor mode. Being bold, being confident, being who you are in all of its glory. Without worrying about losing friend. Okay. Some of you guys, it might not just be losing money. It could be losing friends, losing love, whatever the case is. Because as you step into this new wave being, okay, that was what I was going to say. As you bust out of this cocoon, not everybody's going to be on board. Or some people will be on board. Who knows, right? But that's not your problem, okay? The name of the game for you right now is stepping above the rest by being you. Like, it's just literally by being yourself, you're going to elevate yourself into a higher way of living, okay? Whether it's a higher status, whether it's more money, whether it's, you know, just a better social circle, okay? Because now you're being who you are, so you're attracting people who resonate with you, who can recognize you on a soul level, okay? There's a need to just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about what people think. All right, what are they failing to see? Some of you guys might... All right. I was about to say some of you guys might be worrying about what other people think. Worrying about the soulmate. Ace of Winter, Ace of Swords with the King of Pentacles. What you're failing to see is some type of truth here. This is going to close the door in a cycle. You're not realizing that this shift in you taking a lead is closing out a cycle. Some of you guys aren't seeing the correlation between you dimming your light and the experiences that you've attracted, the people that you've attracted. Some of you guys aren't going to see that until you actually step into your full self, and you'll see the difference in how you're being treated. You'll see the difference in, some of you, the income, okay? You'll see the difference. You'll see that you just had yourself in a mental trap. You thought that you couldn't act a certain way because it would have threatened whatever stability you wanted to have in your world. And now you're being challenged to be your full self, break out of this cocoon and be who you are. And you're going to see the colorful life that's been waiting for you. Oh, that's something. But either way, it's putting an end to this cycle of whatever, betrayal, pain, whatever, with the Ten of Swords. It's like going from worker bee to queen bee. Okay. Some of you guys were very comfortable being a worker bee, in the hive, doing what you got to do, because you're good at it. Virgos work, you know, they put in that work. But now you're being challenged to step above, step up. Maybe for some of you guys, it might be going for that promotion, actually being bold enough to ask for the promotion or ask for a raise, something that you know you deserve. That's the thing here too. It's not like it's not something that you're not capable of, that you're incapable of, and it's not something that you don't deserve. Whatever happens as a result of you stepping up is something that you actually deserve. Death process, yeah. This is about to be a new way of being. With the Chariot card coming through, ambition, yeah. This is about to be a whole new world. Okay, this is gonna this skill set, or this mastery of self, or this mastery of a skill. Okay, I do feel like it could be interchangeable. I feel like it's whatever you have to master. This is general. Be fair, different. This thing that you have to master for yourself, it is going to help you build your kingdom, build your world, okay? In a way that you see fit, your manifestation. So some of us were looking at the world like, why isn't my manifestation coming? It's because you were supposed to be a butterfly to get your manifestation, and you weren't a butterfly yet. You were still in cocoon mode. You still had things that you had to work out. But now it's time to bust out. And your manifestation's right there, just been there waiting for you. Okay, this colorful HD life with filet mignon. All right. Some of you guys are going to realize that it was just a choice to bust out of your shell. It was a choice of busting out of what you were used to. that was, and that was something that you held yourself back from. It wasn't anybody else's fault, you know, all that. Not saying that people aren't crappy, but it's just saying that you did have the power all along to bust out of the shell, okay? And now you're coming into awareness of it. So that's the truth that you have to face there, all right? Which is great. And that's the truth you will face. And then it'll put you in emperor mode. Boss energy. With the dreamer card, the fool card here. It's going to be a whole new world for you. Oh my God. All right. Some of you guys were deceiving yourself into thinking you were cool with being a worker bee. All right. So now you're being challenged to be greater. That's it. All right. So we do have all this deception coming out. Okay. Something to heal. This could be deception from the childhood. We have the child here. We have the deception. We have the snake. We have the healing. This could be childhood issues. All right. Some of you guys. And then we have the emperor here. This could be a father figure. All right. 2112 when I said that. Some of you guys had some mentalities, some narratives that were birthed from your childhood experience. Okay. And that was a blockage. You're realizing how that blockage has caused you to play small. Oh, come on, Virgo. I'm not trying to get that deep right here. With this kid, the child, and the emperor, some of you guys, it might be some parental figure that made you think that you had to play small, be seen and not heard. Now it's time to break out of that. Something about that was really shady and crappy, all right? With the snake card. You might have been... Some of you guys have to face this. This might be some shadow work. Some of you guys have already went through this. You already dealt with the shadow work, all right? But this healing was a blockage. Realizing that you were still underneath programming that came from your inner child. Now it's time to step into your adult programming. Okay, you're still in caterpillar programming, looking for your butterfly manifestation. All right. Wow. Oh, we do have the dreamer card, the new beginning. Once you do this healing, you know, if you were in a situation, if you were raised in an environment that was very oppressive, you know, the emperor coming out in a verse now, I'm just like, that can be an oppressive energy. All right. And it probably, for some of you guys, it might have stuck. It might have stuck with you into adulthood, and you're trying to figure out why am I dilly-dallying in between? Like, why can't I just go for what I want? Why don't I have the fire to actually go for it? Why can't I embody this King of Pentacles energy and actually get what I want? Some of you guys are realizing that it's stemming from some childhood issues. Okay, childhood trauma. Oof, okay, we're not going to get that heavy. All right, why is the Ace of Winter here? Ace of Swords here. Oh, my God. God damn it. I was getting right through the reading. We were getting through it, man. And now it's like, okay. So the truth. We have the Ace of Winter with the Hierophant. Now, what I said earlier was stepping above the rest, right? And then I also said stepping away from the pack. Some of you guys, this can be childhood issues. This could be yeah, it might be parental. It could be an older relative, something like that, father figure. Okay, whatever the case is with that emperor, it's an oppressive energy from your childhood that's led you to move in this way. Now, with the Hierophant coming out in reverse, this is breaking away from this pack. Okay, this is breaking away from the traditional way of thinking, this childhood way of thinking. this oppressive way that you were used to thinking, the idea that you had to play small. Okay, it's time to break out of that, begin your healing. All right, some of that with the healing from seeing the truth, or the truth is going to come out of breaking away from this pack. Okay, setting some boundaries. Back to when you bust out of your cocoon, some people will be okay with it, some people won't be okay with it. So some of you guys, it might be this energy, this oppressive energy, all right, that won't be okay with you stepping into your power, breaking away from the pack. There might be a need for you to set some boundaries. How did this just get heavy? It just took a heavy turn. Like, anyway, this is going to be a major death process, a major release for you. Whatever that situation, whatever that is from the childhood, it's definitely shady on top of shady. Okay, it was oppressive. It was oppressive. Okay, it wasn't good. I'm looking at the fact that it's a false mask here. Like, it's deception. It's some lies that somebody was told, like maybe they weren't talented enough or good enough. You know, somebody was told something like that or made to feel like that. All right, and now someone has to break out of that. Somebody was living, watching just black and white television, looking at the world with, you know, like it was black and white television when it was HD. But the reason why they didn't step into the HD life was because of their childhood programming. They thought that that's all it was, or that's all they deserved. Once again with the rainbow here. Oh my God. All right. It's time to walk away from that. It's time to release that. When you do release that, you'll start building your own, you'll start building a life for yourself based on what you know you're capable of, okay? As I mentioned, once you bust out of this cocoon, there's a need to know that whatever happens, whatever accolades, whatever manifestations you receive on the other side, when you bust out of the cocoon into HD world, it's something that you deserve. It's something that you're capable of. All right? There's a need for you to know that. What's the advice? King of Cups. There's going to be more passion in your life now. Oh. Some of you guys were used to playing small in your family dynamic or whatever. If it feels like, it could be a group that feels like family, whatever the case is. There's something about that that's heartbreaking with the Three of Swords, all right? You're going to face the truth that it's time to break away from that pack or that mentality. Something about that is going to be heartbreaking. But it's going to bring you more passion. I say it again. Once you bust out of the cocoon, you deserve to live life to the fullest. And you're going to have every opportunity to do so. Okay? Wow. With the Eight of Swords, like that energy of putting yourself in a mental prison, not realizing it wasn't external circumstances. It was the fact that you were living in this programming that came from the youth, your youth. That stopped you from going for things with passion, with fire. Whew. Wow. Why is this Nine of Wands here? Either way, it's moving forward and building your life. Building a new life. Building a new you. Okay? Building a new narrative of who you are. Knowing who you are. Knowing what you're capable of. because somebody's been in this whole, in this world where they didn't know. It was a skewed perception. Someone had a skewed perception of themselves. All right. Wow. For some of you guys, I mean, whether this figure is in your life or not, whether they're on this plane or they passed on, it's still like the energy is still there, and it has to be broken. The programming is still there. Magician mode. There's a need, Seven of Wands, there's a need to realize this is, once again, this is a card, upright. This is a card of being a step above, okay? In the original deck, it's a guy who's holding like a sword or whatever, or a wand, who's holding a wand, and then it's a bunch of people like a step lower, and they're trying to get him. But he has to step up. He has a leg up, and he's like knocking them down. The thing is, you have to realize that you are a step up more than you thought you were. Oh. Oh, God. Not realizing that was a source of your struggle. Oh, my gosh. So realizing that is going to put you in magician mode. It's going to have you more powerful. It's going to have you finally get the manifestation that you wanted. We finally got to the end of this journey for this Virgo and the manifestations. I mean, there were so many things in a way. There were so many people in a way. There's the soulmates that popped up, you know, just getting all that out the way. And now Virgos are getting to the nitty gritty, the real reason why the manifestations, why the life hasn't come in yet. And it's just like, it was me. It was a programming. It was childhood issues that needed to be healed. It was lack of belief in my capabilities because I was told that I wasn't ish, you know, or whatever. The Queen of Wands. That's an energy of feeling bitter. That's an energy. See, it was a vicious cycle. Oh my gosh. Come on. We're not. Can we? Oh, I got to go down this rabbit hole. Okay. For some of you guys, it was a vicious cycle. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, you did have. Some of you guys did have a childhood or some experience that trained you to believe that you weren't as competent as you know you are. Okay, but as you went out into the world with that mentality, you started receiving the same. You started receiving confirmations of it because you already had the mindset. You were already on that frequency. You were already on that point of attraction. I am not worthy. I'm not worthy. So then you started attracting I am not worthy events to cement that idea, and which made you continue to believe that, which made you continue to attract it, and it just became a vicious cycle. Okay, where you're kind of just breaking your own heart based on someone who's probably not, may or may not still be in your life anymore. I don't know. It does seem like there's a need to break away. Some of you guys, this person might still be in your life if this is a parent or something like that. This Queen of Wands energy is that kind of victimized energy along with this Nine of Wands. It's like it became a self-fulfilling prophecy that eventually as an adult, you know, as a child you didn't know, but then as an adult you still were running on that program unknowingly. And now the great thing is now you have the power, the light is shined on it. Okay, so now you can actually break free from that. Holy cow. Bust out of your cocoon. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see what the animal spirit is. I did not know this reading was about to get that deep. See, and now with that vision, right? The vision of seeing someone's souls, seeing someone's shoe above you. I didn't want to think that they were talking about like being stepped on, but now I feel like that's probably it. Someone had their whole like, oh gosh, does someone feel like their soul was crushed? I don't know. All right, now we're getting too deep and it's getting depressing. But somebody felt like their somebody in their security was crushed, or their belief in themselves was crushed. Oh my God. All right, well, that's the healing. All right. I mean, that has to be the deepest part of the healing right there. That has to be the final round before the manifestation comes, right? It has to be. Busting out of whatever people told you, whatever you were raised to believe about yourself, or whatever things you told yourself. Oh my gosh. Wow. What is a power animal here? Is my mascara running? Okay, hopefully not. What's a power animal? Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Okay? That's what it's all about. Every time you fell into that self-fulfilling prophecy, you were given more power to whatever character that was. You're giving more power to that programming. Okay? It's time to take your power back. Like on the deepest effing level. Recognizing the source of your insecurity, recognizing that it came from, like with that Emperor, like I said, it could be a parent, a grandparent, whatever, older relative. It can be it can be a boss, but with a kid coming out, I don't know. It could be a teacher, you know, something like that. I feel like it feels deeply rooted. So I think it has to do, it's an older person who had some power over you, and they crushed. Hey, oh God. Anyway, it's time to take your power back. And with those two cards of deception, yes, the person is full of ish. All right. There was no truth to what they were saying. And their energy was to crush. Okay. That was their intention. What kind of adult would do that? I don't know. But with those cards there just wasn't a good person. All right. Or they didn't have the best intentions. So there's a need to recognize that. The realization of that is going to be heartbreaking. But it's going to break open your heart to living more passion. And living with more passion. It's also going to lead you to lay a solid foundation, Beaver Spirit. Okay, like I said, that Chariot energy, building a new world for yourself. Building yourself up, okay, in a way that you haven't before, with your own belief systems, with your own experience and wisdom. Everything that you've done so far, everything that you've been through so far, you have valid reasons to believe in who you are, okay? And now you have to build a world based on that. This new information is valid information. Building your confidence of White Raven Spirit, trusted in magic. Continue to trust that the manifestation is coming. It is. This is going to be a rough one. It's going to be different for everyone. Some people might have already went through this. Some people are going to go through this, and some people are going through it now. But Dolphin Spirit, this is an important one. This and that are true. As mentioned, this is a tough one because it is talking about like childhood issues, where you can't say like, okay, so I'm responsible for how I felt as a child. No, that's not what I'm saying there. You're responsible now if you continue with the programming. All right. It might cause some resentment, like, damn, I was crushed before I even began. Either way, this and that are true. That person was crappy, but there is a responsibility now to not be a victim of that crappy person and whatever the behavior was. All right, let me pull a prayer. This is going to be a major breakthrough. This might cause some purging. Spend more time outdoors. Ground yourself. There's a whole book of cards that came out, so I'm going to put that back. Can I get one card, please? I'm thankful and grateful for this reading, though. I feel like this is going to lead to a major breakthrough to finally get to the other side for the Virgo collective. This is important soul work. All right. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. The realization of this is going to be a little bit tough. I would suggest watching the new moon in Leo reading, collective reading, okay? It does talk about a truth coming out, a realization or an epiphany coming out. It's something that you had an inkling of, and then it finally comes to the forefront. You finally get the realization, and that realization is going to put the fire under your ass to actually close the door. So for some of you guys with that Hierophant card coming out in reverse, the Emperor could be a husband. It could be a husband. It could be someone that you have kids with too, okay? But whoever that energy is, this person, you're going to realize the effect that they had on you all this time. Pray for grace. Pray to handle this with grace. Pray to handle this with power. Pray to handle it like an empress or an emperor, okay, with class. All right? This is a tough one. But it's time to break through that. We have 44 coming out. 66 coming out. Wow, yeah. All right. Are we done? Okay. Guarded and protected. All right. With the trust and the magic energy, you are guarded and protected. This is a process that you have to go through so that you can get to the other side. Your guides are listening. The universe has heard heard what you wanted, heard your request, and they want to give it to you. But it's just certain things that you just had to peel away. Certain layers that you have to peel away of your old self so your new self can emerge. So you could bring out that, bust out of the cocoon and be the butterfly. Because the manifestations that you were looking for, you had to be a butterfly to get it. All right? You couldn't stay the same to get what you were asking for. So it's time to rebuild yourself. All right? All right. Well, this is a lot. Thank you so much. I hope this gave you the clarity that you needed. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Add me on IG. It's Tarot and Heal. Feel free to... Oh, I do personal readings. Check out the info box below. All right. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. All right. Thank you so much. Once again, you deserve to live life to the fullest. All right. Bust out that cocoon and do the damn thing, homie. All right. Until we meet again. Peace.